In this video, I'm going to give you 10 tips that you absolutely need to know. They might be life-changing, they might be time-saving. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if these tips help you out. And of course, let me know your favorite macOS tip that you think absolutely no one knows, or maybe not a lot of people know, and we'll feature it in the next video. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this in the future, and follow me over on Twitter or Instagram. Did you know you can open a copy of a file by default? It's actually pretty simple to do. All you have to do is just right click on the type of file. In this case, we'll use a PDF as an example, and then select Get Info. Then you'll see in the General tab the Stationary Pad checkbox. Go ahead and check that, and the next time you open up a PDF, it'll automatically create a copy of that file so you won't accidentally ruin the original. If you're working on a file in preview, when it comes time to save or export, go ahead and option click the Format dropdown to get even more additional file types. It's pretty easy to fall into a Safari search rabbit hole these days. And let's say I search for something like, oh, I don't know, UFOs. It seems pretty relevant right now. And then I click 3 or 4 links deep, and then I want to go back to the search results, and that's going to be a little bit of a tricky thing because I'm going to have to keep clicking the back button over and over again. But there's actually a better way to jump right back. Use the keyboard shortcut Command Option S, or you can just go into the menu bar under History and select Search Results Snapback, which will take you right back to your initial search page. Setting up hot corners is one of the first things I do when I get a new Mac. I love hot corners, and I love being able to quickly access mission control in the top right corner whenever I hover my mouse, or maybe go to the bottom left corner and get my desktop, etc. However, it's pretty easy to accidentally trigger these hot corners, and yeah, it can get kind of annoying. So thankfully, if you head into System Settings and under Desktop and Dock, you'll see the Hot Corners dialog box here in the bottom corner. If you hold down a modifier key while setting up your hot corners, you'll now have the ability to hold down the Command key in my instance to initiate the hot corner, meaning if you hover your mouse over the bottom left corner or bottom right corner, whatever it might be, your hot corner won't initiate until you hold down whatever modifier key you add. In my case, it would be the Command key. By default, the dock here shows 3 of your most recently used applications. But if you want to change that, say you want to add 10 applications that you recently opened at the dock, you can do that. But this is going to require a little bit more work. It's going to be a little bit more in depth. And so you'll have to be comfortable with opening up the terminal app and then just honestly pasting a couple of commands into the terminal window. And I'll leave them actually linked in the description down below, so it's not going to be that bad. All you have to do is copy and paste, or you can check out the corresponding article as well. And so in this case, we have it set to have 10 apps open up. And if you want to change that number, you can just go ahead and edit the section here that says -int 10. You can go ahead and bring it back down to 3, which is the default, or make it 5, 6, 7, whatever you want to do. And then it'll show you in the bottom right corner of your dock 10 apps or 3 apps or 5 or whatever you set. Those will be your most recently opened apps. When you drag your mouse from one side or corner of a window to resize it, you can actually hold the Option key to resize the dimensions of the window from its center point instead, so that it's just a much better looking resize of the window. If you want special notifications from your mail app, specifically VIPs, and specifically assign that VIP a special sound or even bounce the dock when an email is received by that person in the mail app, you can set that up by heading into Settings, click the Rules tab, and then click Add Rule. And then for If, choose Any from the dropdown. And then for the first condition, select Sender is VIP. Next, under Perform the following actions, select Play Sound from the first dropdown. Another option available here is Bounce icon inside of the dock, which is actually pretty useful as well. Then under Perform the following actions, choose a sound to play for the second dropdown. Finally, click OK and then Apply. And whenever you get an email from that VIP, I specifically like the Bounce the dock icon because I don't always have the sound up, but at least I can see if my mail dock is bouncing up and down. I most likely got a mail from my VIP sender. In the Notes app in macOS, it's possible to float individual notes over other windows so that they stay visible regardless of whichever application is currently active. And to do this, you can go down and double click the note to open it in a separate window, then select Window, Keep on Top from the menu bar. The note will now remain above other open application windows, even if you switch between apps using Stage Manager. Just remember that your floating notes can't share the same screen as another app that's in full screen mode. You can add a convenient app, file, and folder shortcuts to the toolbar of Finder windows. And to do this, all you have to do is simply begin to drag the item within the Finder window, then hold down the Command key and drop it into an available space on the toolbar. And for our last tip, if your Mac's keyboard has icons printed on some of the function keys, you can actually press them to perform special features. So for example, pressing the F11 or 12 keys with speaker icons adjusts the volume. If you hold down Option when you press one of those keys, the specific preference in system settings that are associated with the feature will open instantly. So for this case, Option F11 or 12 opens the sound pane. And so there are a bunch of things to choose from here, and just have fun option clicking away to see what other bonus features you get. And that's it. These are 10 macOS tips that I think you need to know. They might change your life. They might be a little underrated. And if any of these tips helped you out, please let us know in the comments down below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.